Hello, everyone. Welcome to Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. We will be getting started in about 5 minutes' time. So until then, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down your answers on, and we'll be jumping in. Yes, in about 5 minutes' time. 7:05 will be our start time on the Eastern Standard Time. 4:05 Pacific. Everywhere else in between, let us know your team name in the live chat. Otherwise, let us know your team name in the comments once you're playing along at home on tape delay. Hello to the ghost of Baby Rebozo. Good to have the wonderfully competitive duo back again. Speaking of wonderfully competitive duos, families, because it's not just the duos, it's the kids too. Down by the bay, good to see you as well. Always good to have you ready to play. We're about 4 minutes off from trivia goodness. Hopefully everyone's doing well, had a good week, had a happy Thanksgiving on the Canadian side of things. Was planning for a happy Thanksgiving on the American side of things. A little ways off there, but yes, hopefully everyone had a wonderful week. And thank you for the hello as well, Matt, my partner, my producer, the love of my life, is not able to make it today. She is feeling a little bit under the weather. Just a long day more than anything. Nothing too serious, but she's not able to play tonight, but she will be back next week, I am sure. We'll get started in another 2 minutes' time. Let us know your team name in the live chat if you have not already. I think I have everything set up on my side. All those audio cues, both clues and cues. And the questions at hand as well. It's another night of 20 questions, and all you needed is that pen and a piece of paper to write down those answers on. We'll get started in under a minute. Prepare yourself for some trivia goodness, and then away we go. All right, let's get started in 5, 4, 3,
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello. Welcome one and all to Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I am your host, Russel Harder, the man in the bow tie, the man with the trivia plan. Trivia is planned for 20 questions of trivia goodness live from this Trivia Clubhouse. This is the 70th edition of Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse, and a happy Thanksgiving to everyone yesterday in Canada. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting Trivia Club. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow Trivia Club on Instagram as well at instagram.com/triviaclubca, also at triviaclub.ca. 20 questions of trivia goodness, as I noticed. So get your pen and piece of paper ready to write down those answers on. And hello to my grandma as well, who is not in the live chat but is playing at home. As always, great to have you playing, Grandma. Thanks for joining in, and thank you to our teams in the live chat as well. Hello to the ghost of BB Rebozo. Hello to Down by the Bay. Down by the Bay. Hello to Team Uno Persona. Hello to Sherlu. And to Rondai, who must be joining us, I'm sure. To everybody, thank you for joining us. A special shout out, of course, to my producer, my partner, the love of my life, who is not able to join us as well, but my love goes to her. Her love goes to you all, too, I am sure. Hello to the solo traveler as well. Good to have everybody. And let us know your team name in the comments section as well when you're playing along at home after the fact. We'll love to hear your team name and, of course, your final score as well. But we'll get to that final score stuff after all those questions are asked, including that bonus bit of trivia. And speaking of which, last week's bonus bit of trivia, I asked you to find the Daniel Craig James Bond movie title in the Trivia Club anagram. That Trivia Club anagram is called I Built a VCR, which is itself an anagram for Trivia Club. But the James Bond, Daniel Craig movie, the anagram was Edit Emotion. And the James Bond movie was the one currently in theaters, No Time to Die. There's only three cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those cardinal rules are: be smarter than that internet connection. Yes, indeed. No cheating, because really, when you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself. The other rule is no spoilers. Keep that competitive spirit sharp, and no answers in the chat or in the comment section, of course. The only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Thank you. And with all that said and done, and a final, let's see, hello to Cookie Faced in the live chat. Let us jump into tonight's bit of trivia, shall we? So Trivia Club at home, question number 1 is something to be thankful for. Write down that answer on your paper. So something to be thankful for. An early version of Canadian Thanksgiving was first celebrated in 1578 after Martin Frobisher, an English privateer, arrived safely in what is now this Canadian province during Frobisher's journey from Europe to Asia. He didn't make it to Asia, but he did make it safely to Canada. So something to be thankful for. Once again, the earliest known version of Canadian Thanksgiving was first celebrated in 1578 after Martin Frobisher, an English privateer, arrived safely in what is now this Canadian province. This was during Frobisher's journey from Europe to Asia, though he didn't make it to Asia. But he did make it safely to Canada, so there you go. That's your question number 1. Question number 2, in the nick of time, in To Kill a Mockingbird, what nickname does the town use for the reclusive Arthur Radley? Once again, in the book To Kill a Mockingbird, what nickname does the town use for the reclusive Arthur Radley? Question number 3, all in the family. So your question number 3, what's the last name of Wendy and her brothers in Peter Pan? Once again, what is the last name of Wendy and her brothers in Peter Pan? And your question number 4, we're connecting for the point here. What is the connection between the answers? Nothing in the questions, free of context from the questions. What is the connection between the answers of 2 and 3 for the point on question number 4? Yes, connecting for the point. So once again, question number 2 in... Oh, is there a little bit of static? Might be the shower from upstairs. The sound of apartments. It might go out, though. It might stop, that is. Let me, before I repeat, I'm going to close a window at least. Yes, that static might just be the sound of pipes and walls, potentially. Question number 2. In the book To Kill a Mockingbird, what nickname does the town use for the reclusive Arthur Radley? And question number 3. What's the last name of Wendy and her brothers in Peter Pan? And yes, question number 4. What's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? And if the static is stopped for you, then it was indeed just the sound of pipes in the wall. City living. And if the static continues, well, that's just something I have to figure out. So question number 5. Give me 5. Alrighty. Give me 5. Give me the 5 countries with the most hydropower production. Once again, question number 5. Give me the 5 countries with the most hydropower production. Let me know if the static makes things inaudible, because I can't quite figure out. Maybe I just need to talk a little bit louder. All right, so question number 5. Give me 5. Give me the 5 countries with the most hydropower production. The static key might have been just it trying to pick up my audio. So apologies. Question number 5, give me the 5 countries with the most hydropower production. Question number 6 now is time after time. With time after time, I give you a list of events and you put them in order from earliest to most recent. It's a point for every correct position in the timeline. So as many as 4 points to be won, but you could lose 2 points if you have even one spot off. Question number 6. Yes, here are those events from, well, in no particular order that you have to put in from earliest to most recent. So those events in no particular order. The football team, the Raiders, moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. The professional football team, the Raiders, moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. The rock band or the rock duo Tenacious D debuted their album of the same name, which would be Tenacious D. Rock trio La Tigra released their song Decepticon. Once again, La Tigra released their song Decepticon. And finally, the New York Yankees win their most recent World Series. Put those events in order from earliest to most recent. Question number 7 now. It is a costume party. So your costume party question. Green tracksuits and white slip-on van shoes, the uniform for the contestants on this Netflix show, has quickly become a popular Halloween costume for 2021. Once again, green tracksuits and white slip-on van shoes. The uniform for contestants on this Netflix show has quickly become a popular Halloween costume for 2021. Question number 8 is our audio clue of the night. It is called Bit by Bit. It is an 8-bit version of a popular song. You name that song for a point and tell me the musical act responsible for the non-chip tune sounding song. So a point for the song, a point for the musical act responsible for the original. Here it is, that cover of the song, Bit by Bit. Sounds like a ringtone for an old Nokia flip phone. And that is that. Question number 8, that Bit by Bit, name that song and tell me the musical act responsible for that tune. Question number 9, it is the name game. So your name game. What 1964 children's novel includes characters whose last names are TV, Salt, Gloop, and Beauregard? Once again, tell me the 1964 children's novel that includes characters whose last names are TV, Salt, Gloop, and Beauregard. Question number 10 now is our first game show game of the night. It is called Survey Says. with Survey Says. We give you a Family Feud survey question, and you tell us what you think the number one answer was, as per the 100 Americans actually surveyed. So, as per those 100 Americans, you guess their guess, or their answer. You answer their answer. There you go. Question number 10. Your survey says, name a Thanksgiving food that often comes from a box or a can. Name a Thanksgiving food that often comes from a box or a can. Has the audio quality improved with my proximity to the microphone? A little bit more projection to the voice? Hopefully it has improved the experience. We'll figure it out then, and hopefully the answers and questions are still coming through. Okay, question number 11. We're going to color between the lines. So with your color between the lines, marked by a star, what color is the center square on a standard Scrabble board? Matt brings up a good point. I too blame the internet. Question number 11, once again. Marked by a star, what is the color that is the center square on a standard Scrabble board? Question number 12, it is tune out. I'm going to read lyrics with as little melody and rhythm as original to the song as possible, and you name that song for a point. So once again, here's that set of lyrics with as little melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible, and you name that song and the musical act responsible for a point. So those lyrics. So let me tell you this. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Once again, so let me tell you this. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. And one more time. So let me tell you this. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. It's hard to drop all the melody or rhythm, even if you're not especially melodic. It gets in your head. Question number 13. In good company. So that question number 13, what Japanese company, founded in 1897 as a piano and organ manufacturer, began making motorcycles in 1954? Once again, name that Japanese company, founded in 1897 as a piano and organ manufacturer, that began making motorcycles in 1954? Question number 14. It's your best known for. So you name the 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm, that the following actor is quote unquote known for. So according to that Internet Movie Database.com, what 4 movies is Halle Berry known for? Halle Berry. It's what 4 movies is Halle Berry known for, according to the Internet Movie Database.com. Question number 15 is our Countdown Takedown. This is a game show game that is played with Price is Right rules. That means I will give you a question, and the answer is a number. You want to get as close to that number without going over. As if you go over, that is 0 points, but if you get that number right on, that is 5 points to be won. If you're within 25% of the actual number, that is still 2 big points to be won. And if you're outside of that 25% range, that is unfortunately 0 points. Yes, 0 points. Once again, it keeps us from doing the $1 bobs. So, question number 15, our Countdown Takedown question. There are only around a dozen countries on Earth that do not have a speed limit, and Germany is the only industrialized Western one. There are speed restrictions on part of the highway system in Germany. 30% have a permanent speed limit, and 10% have a variable one. But with the pro-speed limit, Social Democrats, Greens, and Left Party poised to gain some kind of power and control, a national limit of this number of kilometers per hour is likely to come up again in Parliament, German Parliament. So again, what is the national speed limit that is likely to be introduced in some way, shape, or form, or at least attempted to be introduced by the left-leaning, left party, Green, Social Democrats that are poised to take some kind of power in Germany? Germany being the only industrialized Western nation without a national speed limit. Only one of a dozen countries on Earth that do not have a speed limit across the entire country. 30% of Germany has a permanent speed limit, and 10% has a variable one. But otherwise, I mean, cars are the limit, I guess. Yes, we're looking for the answer in kilometers per hour. Question number 16, it is tunnel vision time. Yes, tunnel vision. So that question number 16, the Channel Tunnel or Channel links the United Kingdom with which other European country? Once again, the Channel Tunnel or Channel links the United Kingdom with this other European country. Question number 17, banding together. So that question number 17, name the bearded rock band that appeared in the film Back to the Future Part 3 playing a hillbilly version of their song Double Back. Once again, name the bearded rock band that appeared in the film Back to the Future Part 3 playing a hillbilly version of their song Double Back. And your question number 18, which Chris, yes, it is everyone's favorite question, at least by everyone, I mean everyone in this room, that'd be me. Which Chris is it Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd that is featured in this movie? And by this movie, I mean 2016's Ghostbusters. So 2016's Ghostbusters, does it feature Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris O'Dowd? Which of those Hollywood Chris's is in 2016's Ghostbusters? Question number 19. This question is called Imagine Nation. So with Imagine Nation, the question is, what fictional animal is the national animal of Scotland? What fictional animal is the national animal of Scotland? And are there any questions that I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition before we jump into question number 20, our Trivia Royale? Let me know in the comment section. Of course, if you're playing afterwards, after our live stream, you can always rewind from here. Question number 8, though, will repeat. So here's that bit by bit. Once again, as that is playing, you can also, of course, ask for other questions to be repeated as well. But here's that question number 8. That is your question number 8, that bit by bit. All the other questions to repeat are going back from there, actually. So I'll just go in descending order. So question number 7, repeated. So question number 7, costume party question. Green tracksuits and white slip-on van shoes, the uniform for the contestants on this Netflix show, has quickly become a popular Halloween costume for 2021. Question number 6. Time after time, here are those historical events in no particular order. Put them in order from earliest to most recent. Those events. The football team, the Raiders, moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. Tenacious D debut with their album of the same name, which is Tenacious D. La Tigre released their song Decepticon. And the New York Yankees win their most recent World Series. Question number 2. So, question number 2 in the book To Kill a Mockingbird, what nickname does the town use for the reclusive Arthur Radley? And question number 1. The earliest version of Canadian Thanksgiving was first celebrated in 1578 after Martin Frobisher, an English privateer, arrived safely in what is now this Canadian province. It was during Frobisher's journey from Europe to Asia. Though he didn't make it to Asia, he did at least safely make it to Canada, so that's something to be thankful for. And your question number 19. Name the fictional animal that is the national animal of Scotland. And there hasn't been any other questions prompted to repeat, so or asked to be repeated. So with 5 minutes queued up, let's jump into the Trivia Royale. As many as 10 points can be won if you name any 10 from this following list of things. 5 minutes to go. So, question number 20, that Trivia Royale, name any 10 of the 21 studio albums released by the Beatles on any label. So, name any 10 of the 21 studio albums released by the Beatles on any label. So studio albums, that doesn't include any greatest hits compilations, of course, or singles. So it's their full-length studio albums. Yes, released by the Beatles. And you can name any 10 of the 21 for a point. This is as per the studio album section in the Wikipedia, in case you're wanting to hash things out after we're done. But 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, 3:40. And for me, any 10 of the 21 studio albums released by the Beatles. Less than 3:33 to go. Three minutes remaining. I'm going to go get myself a drink, but I'll be back in case you need me. little less than 2:20, about 2:15. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. A little bit more than a minute left on the clock. Finalize those answers for your Trivia Royale. And of course, fill out any other blank spaces that you might have on your answer sheet, as we'll be marking our papers after this. Less than a minute now. "30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds. We have 15 seconds on the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. Yep, time. That's time. Alrighty. Finalize those answers, as it is time to give you those answers for points. Let's mark what you got to see how much you got. At question number 1, Trivia Club. At home, question number 1, something to be thankful for. I know what I'm thankful for. My partner, my producer, the love of my life. That's what I'm thankful for. Question number 1, something to be thankful for. An early version of Canadian Thanksgiving was first celebrated in 1578 after Martin Frobisher, an English privateer, arrived safely in what is now this Canadian province during Frobisher's journey from Europe to Asia. He didn't make it to Asia, but he did make it safely to Canada. So, hey, good enough. That would be Newfoundland and Labrador. I also accept Newfoundland, although those in Labrador wouldn't be happy with me. But yes, Newfoundland and Labrador, or Newfoundland for the point. Question number 2, in the nick of time. So, To Kill a Mockingbird, what nickname does the town use for the reclusive Arthur Radley? Boo. He's known as Boo Radley, or Boo. Question number 3, All in the Family. What's the last name of Wendy and her brothers in Peter Pan? Darling. So what's question number 4? Connecting 4. What's the connection between Boo and Darling? They are both terms of endearment. Boo, darling. Indeed. Terms of endearment for the point on 4. Question number 5. Give me the 5 countries with the most hydropower production. Water everywhere. So that question number 5, a point each. So a point for China, a Point for Brazil. Point for Canada. Point for the United States. And a point for Russia. So Russia, the US, Canada, Brazil, and China. Being told in the chat that Boo and Darling, what's a boo pumpkin? Are you thinking like a scary pumpkin? Is that Darling pumpkin an actual variety of pumpkin? Is that what you mean? Because it's an interesting idea, but unless it's a variety, I think we might be stretching it. Oh yeah, Darling. Is the name of the pumpkin actually a boo pumpkin? Getting sidetracked on the 4. But it does make me think. Oh, it's like a ghost pumpkin. That's supposed to be a small white pumpkin. Well, there you go. I stand corrected. Looking at it too. Boo and Darling, totally types of pumpkins. It's a even more topical question than I even intended. So there you go. Varieties of pumpkins, or pumpkins, simply. It's also a good answer for 4. You do love pumpkins. There you go. You would know. It's what I learned along the way. Boo and Darling, both varieties of pumpkins as well. So that's good for your question number 4. 2. Question number 6, time after time. So those lists, those historical events now listed from earliest to most recent. So here is the order for a point in each correct position. So that number 1 spot, happening in 1999, La Tigra released their song Decepticon. In 2001, Tenacious D debuted their album of the same name. In 2009, the New York Yankees won their most recent World Series. And finally, in 2020, the football team, the Raiders, moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. So once again, 1999, La Tigra released their song Decepticon. In 2001, Tenacious D debuted with their album of the same name. So 20 years, a 20th anniversary to Tenacious D's Tenacious D. In 2009, the New York Yankees won their most recent World Series, and in 2020, the football Raiders moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. Question number 7, costume party. So green tracksuits and white slip-on Van shoes. The uniform for the contestants on this Netflix show has quickly become a popular Halloween costume choice for 2021. That would be Squid Game. Here's your Squid Game question for this week. Squid Game. Question number 8, bit by bit. So what's that 8-bit popular song that I was playing? Connected to yesterday, actually. It is called Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. That was my Thanksgiving song. Wasn't a good representation of Thanksgiving, but it had thanks in the title. So Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. Question number 9. The name game. So what 1964 children's novel includes characters whose last names are TV, Salt, Gloop, and Beauregard? That'd be a Violet Beauregard. In the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Question number 10 now. Your survey says, so name a Thanksgiving food that often comes from a box or a can. I'm going to start with the 1-point answer and go up in the point totals from there. So that 1-point answer, still a point, so a solid point. If you were looking for your fill and you got it with pumpkin pie filling. Pumpkin pie filling for the point. Two points now. If you really slice this one thin, I don't know if that's a joke or just a fact. That'd be scalloped potatoes. Scalloped potatoes. If you said potatoes, I'd also accept it. Potatoes for 2 points. 3 points if your answer was canned corn. Had a real ear for that one. Canned corn. 4 points for sliding in safely. That'd be cranberry sauce because it slides out of the can really satisfyingly. 4 points for cranberry sauce and 5 points that no matter if it's a box or not, still stuffing. So it leaves you stuffing for 5 points. So 5 points for stuffing, 4 points for cranberry sauce, 3 points for corn, 2 points for scalloped potatoes or potatoes, and 1 point for pumpkin pie filling. Your pie filling. And when I got to double check on the question number 9, you were asked, not Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was the name of the movie. I'll still give you half a point because you had the Chocolate Factory, but the name of the novel in 1964 was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. And not until the wasn't even the Gene Wilder, not until the Johnny Depp Tim Burton movie was the title character, Willy Wonka. But still, half a point. Question number 11. Coloring between the lines. So, marked by a star, what color is the center square on a standard Scrabble board? The star is black, but the color is pink. It's a pink square featuring a black star. And one of several pink squares on a Scrabble board. Question number 12, 2 in and out. So let me tell you this. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. That'd be from the song A Moment Like This by Kelly Clarkson. So Kelly Clarkson for that point. A Moment Like This for another point. Question number 13, in good company. So what Japanese company founded in 1897 as a piano and organ manufacturer began making motorcycles in 1954? That'd be Yamaha. Yamaha. Question number 14, that's known for. So the 4 movies that Halle Berry is known for, according to IMDb.com, that would be Catwoman for a point, Die Another Day for a second point, her James Bond movie, Gothica, directed by Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst for a little bit of additional strange trivia, and Monsters Ball, her Academy Award-winning film, for that 4th point. So Monsters Ball, Gothica, Die Another Day, and Catwoman. Question number 15, our countdown takedown. Germany, being the only industrialized Western nation without a speed limit, might get that speed limit with the pro-speed limit Social Democrats, Greens, and Left Party poised to gain some kind of power. They'll at least be tabling the idea once again. And what is the national limit in kilometers per hour? Can I get a drum roll, please? That would be 130 kilometers per hour. 130 kilometers per hour. Still a pretty high limit, but Germany still got a Germany. So 130, or that would be 80 miles per hour, but we did ask for kilometers. 130 kilometers per hour for 5 points. If you guessed a number anywhere between 129 to 97 kilometers per hour, that is 2 points. So well done. Once again, 130 for 5 and 129 to 97 for 2. So if you stayed within the 100 kilometer per hour limit, or even 110, that is 2 solid points. And if it's 96 and below, that is 0 points, or if it's above 131, that is also 0 points. Question number 16, tunnel vision. So the Channel Tunnel, or Channel, links the United Kingdom and France for the point. Question number 17, banding together, what bearded rock band appeared in the film Back to the Future Part 3, playing a hillbilly version of their song Double Back? That would be ZZ Top. ZZ Top. ZZ Top. All right, question number 18. Which Chris is it? Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd in 2016's Ghostbusters? It is Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth doing a wonderful, wonderful job in a very entertaining movie, 2016's Ghostbusters. Question number 19, imagination. What fictional animal is the national animal of Scotland? Their national animal is a unicorn. Looking for unicorn. All right, now your question number 20, that Trivia Royale. We asked you to name any 10 of the potential 21 answers for 21 studio albums released by the Beatles. Not just on Apple, but any of their labels. Started off with Please, Please Me for a point. And With the Beatles. Then Introducing the Beatles. So it'd be on a different label, or in a different country. Still counts as a point though. Meet the Beatles. Again, they were hitting big, so different countries were releasing different introductory albums. Twist and Shout. The Beatles' second album, which is actually their 6th album and 3rd on Capitol Records, though their 2nd album in the United States, that's why it's the Beatles' 2nd album. Long Tall Sally. A Hard Day's Night. Something New. Beatles for Sale. Beatles 65. Beatles 6, or Roman numeral 6, which would be their 6th album in New Zealand, but their 12th overall. Help, exclamation mark, or just help. You don't need the exclamation. Though, I mean, points for style. No bonus points, but points for style. Rubber Soul. Yesterday and Today. Revolver. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Magical Mystery Tour, simply The Beatles. I would also accept for that the White Album, same or a different approach to the same album. So either the Beatles and or the White Album. Yellow Submarine, Abbey Road, and Let It Be. Let me know if you need me to double check anything on that. I will also give you the answer once again for question number 16. So the answer for 16, the Channel Tunnel links the United Kingdom and France. France is your answer for question number 16. As you add up those answers for a point, let me know your answers, your point total in the chat. As those are coming in, I'll give you also a bonus bit of trivia, a tiebreaker if you need it at home. As always, it is called I Built a VCR. It's an anagram of Trivia Club. I built a VCR, that is. And today's anagram, I'm going to ask you to find a Saturday Night Live host in the following anagram. So the SNL host in the following anagram is Men Aid Khaki Straws. Men Aid Khaki Straws. So 49 potential points to be won. And from those 49 potential points, let's see. We have 38 points for the Ghost of BB Rebozo. Well done to the Ghost of BB Rebozo. 10 points for Team Uno Persona. Well done, Team Uno Persona. 44 points for Down by the Bay. Down by the Bay. 44 points. 31 and a half points for the Buddyless Travelers. And 39 points for Cookie Faced. A solid runner-up score. 39 points for Cookie Face, but yes, tonight's top score, it looks like 44 points for Down by the Bay. Well done, Down by the Bay. With an impressive score to beat, indeed. Thank you all once again for coming out, for playing along at home, for joining in. Always appreciated. You can find the prior games, as always, on our YouTube channel. All sorts of other fun on the triviaclub.ca, and continuing entertainment and Trivia Club fun on our Instagram as well. Hello to Grandma Fran. Thank you for joining in as well. And of course, all my love to my partner, my producer, my executive producer. I love you too. The love of my life, yes, indeed, who's not able to join us tonight, but of course, all love is, yeah, all the same. Really laying it on with that, but yes, she's feeling under the weather, but she would love to join, of course. Thank you for joining in. Like and subscribe, and enjoy Trivia Club on Instagram. We'll be back on October 19th as well. There's only one more thing to say, so say it along with me, won't you? And that is, remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.